In this video, you'll learn how to build a social media app using Claude Code. By following these steps, you will create a full backend structure for your application using essential technologies like Express and Mongoose. Begin by opening the terminal in Visual Studio Code. Start by creating a new folder for your project. Type mkdir social app and press enter. This command creates a new directory named social app. Next, navigate into this directory by typing cd social app and hitting enter. This step ensures that all subsequent commands are executed within the newly created folder. Now, initialize your project by running the command npm init-y. This command generates a package.json file with default settings, essential for managing your project dependencies. After that, install the necessary dependencies for your application. Enter the command npm install express mongoose, bcrypt.as, json web token cause.tom. This installs the required libraries, enabling your app to handle server-side logic, database interactions, authentication, and more. Next, create the basic structure of your application. Start by creating the necessary directories for models, routes, and middleware. Use the command mkdir models routes middleware. This organizes your project files neatly. Then, create the main server file by typing touchserver.js. This file will serve as the entry point for your application. Now it is time to utilize Claude Code effectively. Open the Claude Code panel and paste the first prompt to generate a basic Express server. This server should include Express, a Mongoose connection, .ton for environment variables, course for cross-origin resource sharing, and should listen on port 5000. After you receive the output, copy it and paste it into your server.js file. Once pasted, run your server by executing node server.js. If there are no errors, you can proceed to the next step. At the user model, paste the next prompt in Claude Code, which will create a Mongoose user model. The model should include a unique username, a unique email, a hashed password, and a created @ timestamp. After generating the code, create a new file named models/user.js and paste the generated code there. This model will define the structure of user data in your database. Moving on, create the authentication routes. Paste the corresponding prompt into Claude Code to generate routes using bcrypt.js. These routes should include a registration endpoint and a login endpoint, alongside password hashing and JTT token generation. Create a new file called route/auth.js for these routes. Afterward, update your server.js file to import the auth routes and use them with app.use/ap/auth routes. This integration allows your application to handle user authentication requests. Next, create a post model by pasting the relevant prompt into Claude Code. The post model should include a reference to the user content in text format, an array for likes, an array for comments, and a created @ timestamp. Create a new file named model/post.js and paste the generated code there. This model will manage the structure of post data in your application. Create the post routes by pasting another prompt into Claude Code. These routes should enable the creation of posts, retrieval of all posts, liking a post, and commenting on a post with JW Carson. Create a file called routes/post.js to implement these routes. Then import this file into your server.js with app.use/api/posts. This setup allows your application to manage posts effectively. Now, create the authentication middleware, paste the relevant command into Claude Code to generate middleware that verifies tokens, adds user information to requests, and blocks unauthorized users. Create a file named middleware/auth.js for this middleware. This step is crucial for securing your application and ensuring that only authorized users can access protected routes. Next, it is important to test your application using Postman. Start by testing the registration endpoint, followed by the login endpoint. Make sure to copy the token generated during login. Use this token to create a post by adding the bearer token in the authorization header. Test the like and comment functionalities as well. If all tests pass, your backend is complete and functioning correctly. As an optional final step, you can add a front end to your application. You may ask Claude Code to generate a simple ACSS and JS front end to handle user registration, login, post creation, and displaying the feed using the Fetch API. Alternatively, you can create a React application by running px create React app client to provide a more dynamic user interface. That wraps up today's guide. Thanks for watching and catch you in the next tutorial.